Let's explore what a difference a learning program will make by hearing this tale of two companies with different learning approaches. Both are under pressure to make the project a success with the given timeline and budget. Let me introduce you to Cheryl. She is working as an implementation project manager for Cust One Toys, a toy manufacturer, leading the successful implementation of NX and Active Workspace.
Hey there, I'm Cheryl, working as Implementation Project Manager for Cust One, a manufacturing company.
And here is Carrie, in the same position as Cheryl, but just for a different company, Two Cust Garden Tools, that is also a manufacturing company.
Hi there, I'm looking forward to working together with the system integrator on this implementation project. The project will put me on stage for a promotion when I make it in time and within the given budget. This is my chance and I will make sure to make it a success.
At Cust One Toys, early in the implementation discussions, the Siemens engagement manager stressed the importance of not only the technical aspects, but also how important people moving through this transformation and change are critical to the overall success. After Cheryl's first hesitation to allocate budget and time for a learning program, she realized the value of a sustainable learning strategy. These are her takeaway messages.
From discussions with engagement managers, I realized the value of a sustainable learning program. I understand ongoing access to learning resources is a key factor to drive adoption. To become one of the best performing organizations, trained employees will use the software more, improve their job performance, and accomplish their goals through learning programs.
Now at Two Cust Garden Tools, Carrie was guided more by her system integrator and took a different approach.
I briefly talked about training needs with the system integrator. We decided to keep it as simple as possible. The core team of implementation engineers of TrueCast will be trained in traditional instructor training settings. We have already ordered the courses. This way, we'll save time and money and only train the core team who really needs training. I'm glad we have dealt with that question and can move on with more important topics now.
Cheryl with Cust One Toys moved forward by partnering with Siemens Accelerator Academy in planning and managing a learning program based on proven best practices that includes the following phases. In the strategy and design phase, they will define the optimal and innovative learning solutions to determine the most effective ways end users will learn new skills. This includes performing analysis and design for each role in order to identify the right learning paths for the right person at the right time. This ensures that all learning objectives are focused on job performance that drives business outcomes. The configure phase is when all existing learning content is curated, as well as when all custom content is developed based on unique business processes and workflows. Learning architects will also maximize efficiencies in content creation using an agile approach as well as rapid authoring technologies. Finally, the deploy and sustain phase will address all learning delivery and evaluation aspects of the program. This includes a blended learning training approach to gain the benefits of both instructor-led as well as online. This will include deploying learning resources through the Accelerator Academy memberships to reinforce training and provide continuous learning to ensure all users have quick access to meaningful and helpful information on the job where it's needed most. Carrie, with Two Cust Garden Tools, begins to plan a simpler approach without learning expert guidance.
I have no more time and budget left to worry about training at this stage. I leave it up to the core team to deliver in-house trainer-trainer sessions to onboard new users after they have been trained themselves. They have no learning background, but are subject matter experts. I mean, how hard can it be to create some training materials? I am sure the rest will follow on its own over time.
Now that decisions and plans have been made and executed, let's see what's going on in both companies during the software go live.
I am very confident. The collaboration with Accelerator Academy in the last month was outstanding, and now we are well prepared for the go live. The core team was trained 3 months ago. Thanks to the help of Siemens Learning experts, the strategy and design phase of the learning program started 6 months ago. Now the custom learning content specific to our workflows are ready for all users in all locations. We will make sure to track progress and adoption during the next months. Nothing can stand in the way to finally rolling out Active Workspace and NX.
On Carrie's side, a lot of time has been invested in the software configuration and rollout. The enablement of her colleagues has not started yet, but she assumes there will be more time for it later. She'll manage it somehow. And now let's check in with each company 3 months as well as 12 months after the go live.
3 months after the go live, I saw hundreds of active learners, which was really great. The feedback we received was positive. During this time, we also added more learning materials to perfect the onboarding experience for any new hire in the future. We nominated the right people in-house to keep the training materials up to date with any new software release, which is fairly easy with the rapid authoring tool we now have access to. This has proven to be an effective and sustainable approach. I am thankful we decided to work with Siemens to leverage their learning expertise. Now that the performance support capability of Active Workspace is an in-app help, people have access to self-studies learning materials anytime. Without that, I am afraid we would have a lot more support tickets, which means delays to solve problems, frustrated learners, unhappy colleagues considering to leave, and delayed return on investments spent for the software.
Cheryl and her company seem to be in great shape. But what about Carrie?
After 3 months, from what I've heard, the training of a lot of teams still was due. I got to know that some colleagues in different countries, such as Germany and France, were working on training materials due to a lack of available materials. I have seen some of those training materials myself, and they are definitely full of information. I understand now that people with instructional design skills would probably have created materials that are role-based and cutting down to the essential information around a central theme. Also, in America and Italy, there were similar efforts made to what I found out, which didn't sound efficient. I trusted in my colleagues spreading the word as a train-the-trainer approach. However, we had no chance to track how many people have been trained actually and about what topics. I can just assume that the software users are able to work efficiently now, but there are no measurements or analytics I could share with my manager, unfortunately. Now, 12 months after the software implementation, I have not been promoted as expected. People are unhappy working with the new software. They are complaining about the lack of training, and now we really face an adoption issue. It would be drastically to see people leave the company just because of that. But even the negative impact on their productivity is as bad as it really could be. I have learned my lessons and will include learning experts in future that know how to do their jobs best whenever I need to ensure the user adoption of future projects.
Now, the good news is that Cheryl and Carrie are both friends. Cheryl shared her experiences and positive outcomes with Carrie, who was looking to make improvements. During the next wave of training, Carrie collaborated with the Siemens Accelerator Academy and achieved much better results with a learning program in place, as well as focusing much more on people and successful user adoption.